Excuse me? Something I can help you with? What the hell?
This episode of Crack It with Retro Collectibles is sponsored by and in association with the Cowie Diecast Museum, killing the value on collectibles since 2019.
You just believe me now? That is too much. Glenn ran out to his truck, but I'm going to tell you is, what conditions do you have that are so strict where you have to wear a GoPro all the time and I got to deal with a probation officer in the friggin' shower? Like when I open up the shower curtain, there's a probation officer standing there. With the water going on, I'm standing there just like in a daze staring at me. Anyway, guys, he's gone. He knows Glenn is in for the night. Let's take care of business. We got this guy here. Now, I know what a lot of you are saying. Oh, it's another Mustang. It's a 67 Mustang. It's a 67 Ford Mustang GTA Fastback. That is a rare sumbitch, guys. GTA, I'll tell you what that means when we get into it. So the 67 Ford GTA, guys, I did some research. You guys know I'm not a Mustang guy normally. I just love Bullitt and Eleanor. We did some research, and because I wanted to find out, GTA, I've never heard of that. That's got to be a rare option, rare whatever, right? At first, I thought that it was just all 390 stuffed into the GT, but I thought they did that with the GT anyway. So what could it possibly be, right? It's something a lot easier than you'd imagine. Now, it is a super rare car. They only did it for 1 year in 1967. The Ford Mustang GT in 1967 and the GTA. Do you know what the only one glaring difference was? The GTA had an automatic transmission, hence the A. But it's still a super rare car, and in fact, guys, I found the exact real car on the internet, same paint code and everything. Check that out. That is a real GTA right there, same paint, same you name it. Isn't that cool? Okay, guys, so we got our drinky poo. Let's get into this. Now, I did not pick up gloves yet, Max. I still gotta get gloves. You know what happened today? I wasn't intending to do a video. After work, I actually thought about it, and I said, am I going to do a video today? And I said, no, I just released one. I'm going to give it a day. And then I thought, wait a minute, I want to get into that green Mustang, and I don't want to wait. Because I originally intended to look, I wanted to unbox this and see. I know Bullitt's a 68, and I know it's just a GT. It's not a GTA with the automatic. But I wanted to have a look and see if this could maybe be a poor man's Bullitt. Because it's got a similar-ish color, right? Like you could remove that stripe, a wheel swap. I believe it could be a poor man's Bullitt, and that's what we're going to get into. But I'm going to have more gloves probably tomorrow. Like I said, today I intended to just go home. I picked up food on the way home. Came home, got very little sleep because I had a bunch of editing to do. Then I had to go pick up some cheats. Instead of going to the reserve, I gassed up because we had our gas spike here in Ontario, 14 cents overnight. So instead of going to the reserve today, because it would have been higher everywhere, including the reserve, I went to my cheap station in town here. And I got a friend here in town that's got killer Buddha that he wanted me to try, and it's super cheap, and I'm impressed, and I'm gonna keep going back. Now, I always say it, guys, I preach, but with anything you open, keep all the inserts, the plastic, keep everything mint, and if you're gonna display it loose, try to keep it in a cabinet, protective acrylic case, like Glenn has all his cars in here, to protect it. That's actually gorgeous. That's really nice that I'm looking at it. The paint is very nice. And looking at it, I could totally customize that into a Bullitt. I would remove Mustang off the back trunk lid. I would do a bunch of stuff to make it correct, but I could totally buy one of these for $23, remove the white stripe in the video I showed you guys. If you check my past videos, I'm removing the stripe off of the blue Maisto Charger. This would come off like butter, that white stripe. Yeah, that would be very easy to turn into a Bullitt. Now the plate says 67 Iowa 390. Now of course the 390 is a salute to the motor. Now it says GTA on the side, not GT. Now another Ford or another Mustang that I used to see all the time for cheap, and I would say that could be a Bullitt, was the Ford Mustang K. It says, is it KT or something? I don't know, but it looks kind of like Bullitt, but it's got a very different grill and stuff like that. And yeah, it wouldn't work. This here would work for a Bullitt. Easily poor man Bullitt, even though it's a year earlier. And again, with the Maistos, we got the 2 screws. Maisto is very well put together, don't have a lot of paint rash. Put together that they're going to last like an ERTL. ERTLs are very well built. And Maistos, year after year, it seems like they're doing a little bit more and more to the quality and detail, attention to details. They've got some work to do under the hood still, but I mean, for what you're paying, it's totally worth it. You're getting bang for your buck, as long as you don't pay too much on the secondary market. It's okay to buy one on the secondary market, but pay a reasonable price, because some of these are hard to get, so you might need to resort to that. Maybe you don't have a Costco near you or a Sam's Club near you. But yeah, just don't overpay for it, because if you do, that totally defeats the purpose of the big bang for the buck. And do I gotta get my other bit because I have one being stubborn on me? Sometimes I get that happening. Oh no, we got it. Glenn is walking up, doing whatever he's got to do while I'm sitting here getting this stubborn last screw out. This is really a beauty though. It really reminds me of Bullitt a lot for obvious reasons. And yeah, when I seen that in the box downstairs, right away I said, we got to do that one day. It looks like Bullitt. And yeah, if I couldn't get my hands on a Bullitt and could get my hands on one of these, with a little bit of acetone-free nail polish remover and a wheel swap, of course, as well. You would have to get a wheel swap. But you can get those types of wheels. Like there's companies like GMP and Acme that sell the wheels, and companies like that I've seen wheel kits for. Some real nice ones, actually. I seen a set of Kragers that would have looked mint on my blue Charger, my Christine Charger that I made out of a Maisto Charger. Did the wheel swap and everything.
My friend Edward's selling a set of Kragers, but they're real ones.
Yeah, no, real ones I don't think would go on here. I would put real ones on my Mazda 3 if I could get a small pair of 5-bolt Kragers. I remember seeing little Kragers, believe it or not, on Ford Escorts. I remember I knew a guy in the 80s. I was a young kid, but this guy was a teenager, 19, and he had a Ford Escort with Kragers. Yeah, he had little Kragers on it at one point, I believe, but he also had those slotted, like the Dirty Mary Crazy Larry style car. Those were popular in the 80s. Mm-hmm. He had a set of those on it for sure, but I can't remember if he had Kragers on the Escort or not. I know he had the slotted rims though on it. But the paint, again with Maisto, guys, they got the paint nailed. Like ERTL. Oh, we didn't get the trunk. And for Maisto Max, the trunk opens on this. Like, even ERTL doesn't have that. My beloved ERTL, but check that out. For 23 bucks, eh? But yeah, to make this a Bullitt, you remove the Mustang off the trunk lid. Have to do a bunch of stuff, debadging, stuff like that. That GTA would have to come off the side. The Mustang horse off the front. Of course, you might not get it identical, but wow, that engine is pretty close actually, guys, to the Bullitt 390. I'm gonna pull out a couple Bullitts to compare to this. We're gonna pull out the old ERTL, and we're gonna pull out. Why don't we do a party? I'll pull out a Greenlight, an ERTL, and my auto art. But this reminds me of my auto art mill, the 390, and it reminds me of the ERTL. Yeah, it just reminds me of all three of them. It's not identical, but I'm impressed. I'm impressed. And usually I don't show the engine to you guys at first, but I screwed up. I apologize. Apologize, driver. Here's the bottom of it. Apologize and recognize. Ali G better apologize and recognize next time he goes to the ODA show. Pay the admission and apologize and recognize. Okay, the seats don't go forward in this, but that's okay. It's got the bucket seats that look. I'm impressed with this, Glenn. I really am.
Spend like 20 bucks on it.
Yeah, because it's a Maisto. Yeah,
that might have been American. I can't remember where I got it.
It's in a Sam's Club box. I think you and Dave got it a few months ago in the States. By the way, guys, this is they got it from Sam's Club in the States. Some of these, by the way, are exclusive to certain stores. Some of them will only go to Sam's Club. Some of them will only go to Costco. Sometimes it's just a matter of different colors. But if you watch the last video I did, I compared 3 Chargers. They were all 69 RT Chargers. They all had the stripe on the back, but one of them didn't have a vinyl roof. And then another one had a completely different looking motor. The valve cover. Or the air cleaner. I'm tired, guys. You know the story. Check out the door panels. I'm impressed. For a Maisto, they got 2-tone door panels, Glenn.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, for a Maisto, I'm very impressed. I think they knew what they had with this, that it looks kind of like Bullitt. It's an iconic car, and they wanted to do a good job, and they did. I'm impressed with the dash. Yeah, I'm so impressed, Glenn. I'm going to pull out some other Bullitts, and we're going to have a real go-around with this. Okay, guys, that's what we're going to do. We're going to set up the look-see set quickly, and let's get at it. Oh, wait till you guys see what I just set up. It's because we got the skills to pay the bills and the cars to set the bar over here at the KRAK Diecast Museum. Check this out. Oh, shit. Before I forget, guys, and so I can run outside for a quick chi-chi, wait till you see what I seen at Walmart today. And it's not going to be what you guys are thinking. This is something completely different. An old retro, because I use my head for something other than hanging my hat on. I got some good footage for you guys. That's amazing. I don't know what it's doing here. Wow, killer. Someone was banging. Would you frig off? He didn't do anything. That friggin' probation officer, man. I have a feeling he's gonna start showing up in all of our videos in the weirdest places. Just a feeling I have. And if that happens, I'm gonna have to call the ombudsman. Anyway, what'd you guys think of that monster truck? I'm at Walmart. I hear rumbling behind my car. All of a sudden, I look in my rear view and El Toro Loco is driving behind my Mazda. Like, what are the chances of that? And then he pulls over to the side. So the first clip you seen was actually me after the truck was revving up. I was trying to make it look like I just walked up and discovered it because I made it into a reel for Facebook. But so I was about to turn into the road to park my car. He went over beside the store and went up on the curb and pulled in. I sat there in my car with a couple cars behind me with my phone out recording him, like holding traffic back doing that. He seen me doing it and he gave it a couple revs, which I thought was awesome. But there was traffic behind me, and then when I was done, I actually apologized to the guy behind me in the car, and he says, I was doing the same thing, dude, don't worry about it. But anyway, let's get down to serious business with these Mustangs. Wait till you see what we've done here. Oh, is that not a pretty sight? 3 bullets from 3 different makers. Can you tell who made what by just this little short piece here? Who made which one? I'll tell you guys who made which one. So I've got my auto art up front and center. That's the auto art. To the left is the ERTL, one of my personal faves. And over here is the Greenlight version. And it's not going to be a shootout of any sort between these higher end ones and the Maisto. I just want to compare with you guys. By the way, guys, Glenn had an idea. I told him I wasn't going to score this Maisto because it's a Maisto. I like it a lot, but I can't very well give a Maisto an 8 when I give a high-end car that's $400 an 8, right? Doesn't make sense. So we're going to do a special retro scoring system, retro collectible scoring system just for Maistos. So if you hear me score a Maisto, it's simply for Maistos. It's not against any other car. So that's how we're going to do this. We're going to score it as a Maisto. First, we're going to get these clunkers out of the way. And we're going to have a closer look at this guy in different lighting conditions. Look at that guy. So up on the American side here, I'm going to show you. Take a look at the mill of the Maisto. And now have a look at the mill. Sorry about the cork, guys. Have a look at the mill of the ERTL, one of my personal faves. And then have a look at the mill of the Greenlight. See, for a discount car, they didn't do too bad. Now, of course, for it to be a Bullitt custom, you'd have to remove those lights and the Mustang off the front grille. But you guys already know that. And here's looking under the hood of the auto art, which many consider to be the heavyweight champion of the Bullitt cars. And Max, if there's one awesome thing about your new auto art Bullitt, the engine bay smokes all. Like Greenlight did it okay, but they didn't do it like this. Sorry about the cord. See, Greenlight has the black mirror. These even have chrome mirrors, the Maisto. Just like these guys. Now, one thing where it's gonna lose a point is that door handle being the same body color, or is it actually? Oh no, they added a little bit of silver to it, but I think they should have hit it a little bit more. And for some reason, the doors open beautiful, but they don't open wide. They don't open nearly as wide as they should to take good photographs and stuff. Like all the other ones open wide. But you could see they didn't do bad. Like that's a Maisto, guys. Look at that. And then you come over here. The steering wheel in the Maisto looks like a modern steering wheel though. Because that's definitely not the right wheel. Like if you come over here, it's got the same old school. And here's a look at it with the ERTL and the auto art. For a discount model, I think they did a bang up job on it. Looks great. And here's just one last fleeting look of this guy before we close the door on another one. So that's it, guys. There's another one in the books. Another episode of Crack It with Retro Collectibles at the Cowie Diecast Museum is in the books. Oh, by the way, cool meal idea that's not too expensive. I stopped at Burger Factory on the way home. Got jalapeno poppers, stopped at Wendy's, got a small chili, dipped the jalapeno poppers in the chili. I shouldn't have tried it because I'm going to eat it too much. Yeah. Anyway, guys, just a reminder as well to unprivatize your YouTube by Sunday, because we want to do the draw on Sunday. When I tried to do the draw the previous Sunday, while it lets me see I have 1,000 subscribers, it didn't let me see who they were beyond 164 people. So I need more than 164 people to do the draw because you guys have all earned it. So I want you to all be in the draw. So please unprivatize. And even if you go boom and privatize again right afterwards on Sunday, that's cool. As long as you're in the draw. Anyway, guys, thanks very much for watching and all the support lately. I cannot believe the subscriptions and all the views. Please smash the like button for me. Keeps me motivated, on my toes, and consistent. Please hit subscribe if you haven't already, and hit share. And as always, guys, happy hunting. Time for bed.